Hello rugby fans, I'm Dallen Stanford and welcome to Raptors Weekly. In this episode, we'll show you highlights from round 10, talk with the Raptors coach, examine the league ladder, look at the top try, and preview both semi-finals. We'll begin in Utah, where the Warriors hosted the SaberCats in the penultimate match of the regular season.
Plays 65, and that is not what you want out of Maka Tamalau, toting 340 pounds around the field.
And here's his brother, Tavita Tamalau, who was practicing in Canada earlier this week with the USA team and then flew back Thursday night. Tuinia on the far side, inside, Tanaka. He's going to cut it down for the first points of the game. Runs into the middle, nearly went out, but he knocks it down, and it's 5-0 Utah Warriors.
I still don't like the way that Kalinisau's running. He's still a little bit, like he's still hobbling just a bit.
Windsor looking for options. Inside run, big run by Pangilinan. And great toss over to Cecil Garber. And Garber is going to dot it down. And Houston is on the board, just like that. Sam Windsor, the Australian fly half. 19 conversions, number 2 in the league. Number 1 in points scored with 86. So his right leg and foot has been a weapon for the SaberCats. 11 of 13 on penalties. He's been money. And this one is good. 10-7 on the foot of Sam Windsor.
This is all about organization.
Trying to run that side play, and did the Warriors get in? Nearly there. Some pick and goes. And are the Warriors in? They are. Utah with Saya Uhila takes back the lead.
Small moments in a game. This goes to me back to that Lindsey Stevens turnover where it was a great break from Utah, and then suddenly it's going the other way.
The SaberCats with a chance here. Murphy puts it in. Stevens, the hooker, kicks it back. Kalinisau on the left. Windsor on the right. Windsor keeps it. And he gets in for the try. And Houston dots it down in extra time to take the lead back. For the lead. You hear the cheers from the crowd. That's an American thing. And this one is true. Sam Windsor gives the Houston SaberCats the lead, and you can hear the roar from Houston and Austin. Let's just say Texas.
Gate, hopefully he's fine too. He's got his right knee all taped up.
Yeah, he's limping.
4 man to ground.
SaberCats knocking on the door. Up a point here with 15 plus to go. Connor Murphy, the English scrum half. Kalinisau will dot it between the posts. A great run for the Fijian captain and gold medalist as the SaberCats tack on 5 more with something. Elkington, Tucci in space. The former Colorado State defensive lineman. He may go all the way, and he does. What a run from Alex Tucci. The hamstring looks okay to me.
Yeah, the first test of that hamstring.
It's that tight right now. Ben Nichols. By Nicolo with some space. By Nicolo into the half. By Nicolo. Tanaka will go all the way. And the Warriors have taken the lead back. What a run. Windsor weaving his way through traffic, finally cut down. And a penalty goes towards Utah. Holding on. And we wait for the final whistle.
Massive turnover there.
And still no final whistle from Adam Leal, who wants another scrum. That one's kicked out. And is that it? And that is it! The Utah Warriors have dramatically defeated the Houston SaberCats 31-27.
On Saturday night, the Raptors squared off against the San Diego Legion at Torero Stadium, and it was the hosts who dominated the scoring. Tyke leader. Strikes this one, he turns. He knows it's over. It's 3-0 after 2 minutes to San Diego. They beat the Utah Warriors 31-24. They beat the Houston Sabercats 35-32, and then a win against Nola Gold and the Austin Elite last weekend puts them at 4-3 so far for the season. You know how important this is. Reach the 20-minute mark. Leader. Lewis Royals player. He turns quickly yet again. He knows he's got it. It's 6-0. San Diego Legion lead Glendale after 20 minutes. Sylvia yet again. The Legion still inside their half. Behind the back ball, there's space to operate. Mattias, here he goes. Ryan Mattias cuts across field. Mattias throws a dummy. Ryan Mattias, get out of here! And the sharpshooter will score the first try in the game. And it's scenes of jubilation here in San Diego as Mattias gets 5. So down to 6. Here they go, player short for the line. San Diego over, they've scored! The Legion! Second try of the game! It's applause from their fans, and they have stunned the Glendale Raptors. 18-0 kick to come.
Wow.
And from Galway, Ireland, lines this one up from straight in front. He's been tremendous tonight, has the number 10. He turns quickly, you know it's over. 23-0. The Raptors did get a consolation try at the very end of the contest. Not a big lift there for Koshvili, so they go to the ground. Ruck is set. Fenolio peels around with Fig. Fig rides that tackle, still goes. He's over the line, good drive. It's Georgi Koshvili. The Republic of Georgia will celebrate that try, as will the Glendale Raptors. No way through, so London has to come and loop around to this side. Fenolio, Cruze steps off the right, gets through a couple. Mika Cruze still going. Look at this kid. Cruze gets the bend and the breakout. Short has him though. Another big step. It's Cruze, beaten 6 or 7 players to the 22 and then pulled into touch. Flag is up. Defensive effort there was tremendous from the cover defenders. Short was involved. And that's full time. It's the upset of the season. They were 4 points away earlier this year, losing out 31-27. And tonight they win 23-5. We spoke to Coach Dave Williams after he'd had a chance to absorb Glendale's first loss of the 2018 campaign.
Here at Infinity Park, Nate Kreckman joined right now by Raptors head coach David Williams. Coach, 23-5, a loss on the road at San Diego, the regular season finale before the playoffs. Looking back on that matchup, what did you like? What did you dislike about your team's performance?
I didn't like too much, to be honest. We had some good 5-man drives. We just didn't perform on both sides of the ball. Like defensively, we got way too narrow. We didn't keep on normal structures on attack and defence. We just got beaten by a better team, and they just wanted them more on the night. So we're very disappointed in that result, but it did show up some weaknesses in our attack pattern and some of our individual weaknesses. So it's good that we can work on them this week. We obviously get all the boys back from international, get a couple of boys back from injury, so we're fully raring to go for this weekend, upcoming the semi-finals.
Yeah, what's that process been like of kind of getting all of the USA Eagles back and getting back in your rhythm, getting back in the chemistry?
I mean, the lads have been great on tour. They've been in constant communication with me. Just a few texts here and there, wishing them the best, and obviously them the same to us. They watch all our videos, even though they got more stuff to do with the US team as well. But they've been seamlessly integrated back in here. They had a bit of a long flight back Sunday. They had a lighter day yesterday, and we've felt fully trained in this morning, Tuesday, and they've certainly added a lot back into our training sessions.
All right, Coach, 23-5, tough loss on the road at San Diego, but the MLR semifinals coming up this weekend.
This week in Dallen Explains, we check out the standings table. As you can see, the Raptors finished all alone on top with a total of 34 points. Here's how they earned them. Every team had 8 matches, the Raptors won 7 times. For each of those wins, they got 4 competition points. They also had 1 loss, but didn't earn a bonus point for it because they lost by more than 7 points to San Diego. In 6 of their matches, the Raptors scored at least 4 tries, which netted them 6 bonus points. And that's how they got to 34 total. Seattle ended up with 29 points to finish second. San Diego had 24 for third place, so the Legion will play the Seawolves in the first semi-final on Saturday evening. The number 4 team was the Utah Warriors, who only won 3 games, but led the league in bonus points with 10 for a total of 22 overall, which earned them the right to face the Raptors in the second semi-final. Bonus points are crucial in a competition like this one. Glendale's prolific scoring habits got them to the top of the table, and Utah's ability to score and keep the losses close propelled them into the postseason. The Raptors' try of the week came at the conclusion of the tilt versus the San Diego Legion.
Dave Williams looks on the head coach. Not a big lift there for Kurdikoshvili. So they go to the ground. Ruck is set. Fenolio peels around with Fig. Fig rides that tackle, still goes. He's over the line, good drive, it's Georgi Kurdikoshvili! The Republic of Georgia will celebrate that try, as will the Glendale Raptors. It's a late score, but at least a little bit of confidence as they head into next week.
Well, I think the confidence they'll have from the season, but I think this will give them a little bit of protection from Dave Williams after the game. Dave Williams is not going to be happy, but like I said, in games like this, as the coach, this gives you some motivation. There will be no complacency of this Glendale team when they step in, and they'll have to step up against the Utah team, which is big and physical. We'll have Kurt Morath and Paul Asike back to play, and will be a challenge here for the Glendale team.
The knockout rounds are finally here, so it's time to update your Raptors IQ by visiting @Glendale Raptors on Instagram and Twitter, then heading over to our YouTube channel and Facebook page @Glendale Raptors Rugby. The first ever Major League Rugby semi-final pit Seattle against San Diego. The Seavulls won the opening round encounter 39-23 back in April, but you can throw out that result when they clash on Saturday, June 30th at 5 p.m. Mountain Time on CBS Sports Network, live from Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. The second semi for 2018 will also be played on Saturday, June 30th at Infinity Park in RugbyTown USA, and features your Raptors taking on the Warriors for the right to advance to the final. Glendale beat Utah 36-29 in a close outing back in early May, so you can likely expect another tight affair this weekend. The match will kick off at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time on CBS Sports Network right after semi number 1. Coach Dave Williams had this to say about the upcoming playoff battle against Utah.
Nate Kreckman once again with Raptors head coach David Williams, and now it is on to the Major League Rugby semifinals this weekend. The top seed Glendale Raptors 7-1 in the regular season. They will take on the 4th seed Utah Warriors. Coach, it's playoff time. How do you feel as though your team is coming together at the most important time of the year?
Oh, it's hugely exciting. Like, we've got all our players back. They're all fit and raring to go. We've got all our injured players back. So I've got a hard decision to make. So is Teddy, our assistant coach, with who we select this weekend, which is exactly what we want. So we prepared well this week. We're going to obviously get a few more sessions in this week. I'm really looking forward to that challenge that Utah are going to present on Saturday night.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Utah Warriors. You guys have had success against them this season. What's it going to take to be successful once again, get to the championship?
I mean, we've got to win the physicality. We've got to look for their soft shoulders. We can't just go aiming at them, because they obviously want to tee off on us and be big physical Polynesian players that they are. So we've got some certain strategies to work around that, move them around the pitch, make them a bit tired, and really take advantage of that last kind of 10 minutes of the first half, and then certainly in that second half as well when they start to tire, and then we can really start ramping up that intensity against them. But, we beat them pretty well in the first pre-season game, and then we went back to them in the regular season. We got away with a win. They were a bit lucky, so obviously they're gunning for us. Alf Downer is a good coach. Kimball Carr's done a good job, as long as with their players as well. They've got Kurt Morath back, Paul Osecki back from the Eagles, so they'll certainly be looking to turn us over here on our home turf. Speaking
of your team, who is in top form right now as you go into this, the biggest time of year?
I think you look at the Eagles, they're very confident after winning 3-0 in the June Test Series, so well done to them and the coaching staff. But also thinking our players as well, you've got Harley Davidson playing well, Maximel de Archevel's playing well, you've got Mika Cruz, Chad London. So we've got threats all across the board. Like our big boys up front are doing well with Blackie, Blake Rogers, and then also Kalepi Fafita. They're firing all cylinders. So we're looking for them to certainly step up this game, and it's playoff rugby, so we've got to do well. But we've got our game plan in place already. We know what we have to do, which is out there. Can we accomplish what we want to do? Can we actually take that forward and progress, which we're really looking forward to?
All right, it's the Glendale Raptors and the Utah Warriors, 7:30 Saturday night at Infinity Park. Semifinals, a chance to go and win a championship potentially in the following week. Head coach David Williams of the Glendale Raptors. Coach, best of luck.
Thanks, Nate. Cheers.
Get your tickets to semifinals Saturday at Infinity Park by going to glendaleRaptors.com/tickets. This is a rugby extravaganza you can't afford to miss, so get your tickets now before it's too late. That's all for now. Be sure to check us out next time on Raptors Weekly when we have full coverage of the first round of the 2018 playoffs.